I kind of cheat. I start by putting my hair in a side ponytail with these goodie elastics. You can find these at Shoppers Drug Mart. They're great. So I throw my hair in a ponytail to the side. Try not to be too picky about it, because what I really find is that beach au naturel look means like don't be super picky about it. Like you kind of want to have that windswept look. So I try and pull that up, and what we're going to do is we're going to get two pieces going on here, two even sides, and we're going to pull a little piece from the back and we're going to add it to the other side. So you pull a piece from the back of one of your bunches and you're going to bring it forward and add it to your other bunch. And pull a strand. And what I find, because I've tried this a couple of different times, and I know I can be like super picky about it, and it's really best if you pull like the smaller the strand, it'll give you, like you'll be able to see the fishtail a lot better. And what I love is that I've got like a few different colors going on here with highlights and lowlights, and it really shows up in the fishtail braid. Yeah. So you're just gonna keep doing that. You're gonna keep pulling a piece from the back of one section and pulling it forward and across and adding it to the other section.
Wow, I can already see that coming together.
Yeah.
You make it look so easy. I'm gonna have to practice this.
Well, because you're pulling smaller strands, it can kind of take a while, but it's definitely well worth it. I really love the fishtail look. You know, pretty much anyone can do like a basic braid, but this is really fun play on it. See, I really
and it actually
like
looks a lot more complicated when it's finished than what you're doing, and maybe is more time consuming.
I know.
But it's still pretty simple.
When I first started seeing this braid, I'm like, oh wow, how in the world am I ever gonna figure that out? But I've got 3 daughters, so I have to figure it out. I've got to figure out a way to put these braids in my girls' hair, as well as my own. Now, I will say, it does tend to work better on longer hair, but you know what? Here's the thing, long hair is great. I love having long hair. But we can kind of get stuck in this rut where it's long hair is just long hair.
Yeah.
We really have to find, you have to find different things to do with your hair, or else it's just gonna be long hair. So I love to play it up, do something different all the time. I hope everybody can see what I'm doing here. Still pulling small strands.
I've seen some fishtail braids that are a lot more messy. This one's very, very tight.
Well,
no,
I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to mess it up now.
Okay, good.
Because we really wanted to look like
that beachy, windblown look.
Yeah, we were on a boat. It was super windy, you know, really, really windswept look. You don't want to look, like I find the styles this summer is that you want to do your hair, you want to do something with your hair, but you don't want to look like you spend a ton of time on it.
Yeah, you want to look really relaxed.
So nobody tell anybody how long it took me to do this.
Okay.
We're totally faking it here. It's funny, at the end, after we do all of this braid, we're actually going to mess it up a little bit, but trust me, it's gonna look so much better. So we're still pulling little strands, highlights and lowlights, you know, and even if you've got like non-colored hair, it's the summer, of course you're gonna get highlights in your hair. Those are natural highlights. There's a couple of different ways to finish this. Now, I have these little plastic elastics that I got from Shoppers Drug Mart that are great by Goody, and they're the little plastic elastics. They're so easy to use. I buy them so much because I have little ones, but you know, they're not very expensive. They're somewhat disposable. You can get a couple of uses out of them, but I do it. It's a great way to start this braid to kind of keep everything, you know, in one place while I get it started. But as well, it gives a nice finish on the end of it, so it's not like really visible. Also, I did see a really cool look. What they did was they put a little elastic in the bottom just to hold it, and they actually teased up the ends and then pulled the elastic out for like a supernatural look, and it all just was held together by the teased back hair. I really like that look. I just find when I'm running around, that's not gonna hold for me.
Yeah. I've actually have been seeing this as a bridal hair trend as well.
Oh, wow.
Having a little bit more modern bride, but maybe you're having a wedding on the beach or something like that, and having a fishtail braid would be really beautiful, I think.
Yeah. Well, especially for the island.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Yes. There's so, you know, everybody's taking advantage of our beautiful island and how great it is, you know, to be on our beaches and to have a summer beach wedding. So beautiful to have like a natural style look with your hairstyle as well. Okay, we're getting close to the end.
So how far down should you do the braid?
Well, what I really try to do is go down as far as I possibly can. I know I've got quite a few different layers going. Yeah, I do have a lot of different layers, and so it gets kind of tougher at the end, but I like to go down as far as I can because I kind of like the skinnier part of the braid.
Right.
Yeah, I really like the detail. And hey, it's only a couple more minutes. Yeah, see, you can see that there's some pieces that are coming out, and what that is, those are my different layers. But by the end of it, once we kind of play around with messing it up a little bit, it's all gonna fall into place. And I find sometimes as I'm braiding, depending on what my angle is, sometimes, as you can see, my braid kind of has a bit of a curve going on there. Yeah, but I'm gonna play with that a little bit too.
Yeah, well that kind of adds to the natural look anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. I'm running out of pieces.
That is a sign that you're at the end.
Yes. Okay. I think we'll throw an elastic in here, and then I will show you how to give it the windswept look.
Oh, those goody elastics are fantastic.
I love them.
The little clear ones.
Yeah, I know. See, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take away from the natural look.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, and sometimes, see this goody elastic, the one that we started with right up here at the top?
Yeah.
We wanted to start with that because I wanted to give myself some stability just in my start. But what I do is I grab scissors and I snip it out. So that way it all just kind of hangs all alone and it doesn't have this bump. So see, you're just gonna pull it apart here. Actually, Savannah, maybe you can snip that off for me without cutting my hair.
Yeah.
We couldn't be friends anymore if you did that.
I don't think I would ever do that to my worst enemy. So don't worry, it's not gonna happen to my good friend.
So now we just kind of pull it. Just kind of pull it a bit, you know? And now it has that really natural look. And I like to kind of, eventually these pieces are gonna fall out anyway, so there. See?
Really nice.
And it doesn't take long either for these pieces to all kind of...
Well, your hair is probably 2 times the length of mine. And yeah, so yours took a manageable amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you figure it out, once you've tried it a couple of times and get your head wrapped around it, it's really, really simple to do. And it's a really great look for the summer.